Hi everyone, welcome to the 2021, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah, we,
2021. It still feels like 2020, but it is
it
what it
feels
is.
absolutely no different. But yeah,
Man, it's
we
peak.
are back with the Uncut podcast, and we can make a promise to you now. We can, because we both agreed this, haven't we? That this is going to be weekly. This is going to be weekly.
We're gonna
Luke,
try. We're
yeah,
gonna at least try.
yeah. So if you're wondering why Luke's not here, he's basically said for the next couple of weeks he's not really feeling it, but he could be back. Well, no, he said he will be back. It's just the next couple of weeks he won't be here. So for the next couple of weeks,
Yeah.
it will
To
be
be
me and Gio.
to be fair, games is more me and Fintan anyway. So
Yeah, that's
you
true.
know what I mean. You'll get more gaming stuff out of us anyway without Luke, and then when Luke's back, he'll probably do the Doctor Who episode that we was talking about.
Yeah, that's true. We've got people lined up and everything. It just we need to get a date for it. So that definitely will be happening. But
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, so today, seeing as it is New Year and all that, we thought we'd do let's talk about the games that we're looking forward to in 2021. And oh my God, is there a lot?
There's a lot, man. There's a lot.
Do you want to start,
we were
man?
just looking at a big long. You want me to start? Go on.
Yeah, yeah, go for it. You said you got loads, so go for it.
I do have a lot. There's one that I'm really looking forward to, but I can never remember the name of it, right? But it's called Kina Bridge of Spirits. And have you seen that?
I haven't seen this. Explain, give me some background to
Mate,
it.
when you have time, go and look at it. To be honest, like very little is actually known about it. They've showed off some gameplay.
Okay.
The gameplay looks like a moving Pixar movie, but you're playing it.
Oh wow.
It's insane. Yeah, man. The anime. When I was watching it, I was thinking this has to be pre-rendered, but it's not. It's gameplay.
Wow,
Obviously, with the new consoles and stuff, like it's gonna be out on console. It's probably gonna be on PC, I think, unless it's console exclusive. Like I said, I don't know much about it. I'm just excited for it purely based off the art style.
Yeah.
It gave me I don't know if you know what Pikmin is.
Yeah.
Of that game. It gave me that type of vibe where you control like these little things with a staff and you solve puzzles with them, but then the staff also turns into a bow and there's combat and it just looked really cool. And I thought, yeah, no, I'm looking forward to that. But that's like the one that I'm like cautiously optimistic for. Do you know what I mean? Mainly, I'm going to buy that, but mainly because I think it looks pretty. But I'm really, really excited for Gotham Knights personally. That's probably one of my most anticipated.
I so want to be excited for that, but I'm like, the thing is, it's a cyberpunk scenario. Is everybody is so hyped for it that if it's bad, it's like everyone is got like any Batman game, it's going to be hyped up. Like any like a look at Avengers, everyone was so hyped for Avengers. And then they've lost like 95% of their player base. And I keep hitting my microphone. Probably stop doing
that. Hot take, right? I actually think that Gotham Knights is going to be really good.
Yeah, I want it to be. And I really want it to be.
That Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League by Rocksteady, who I love Rocksteady. They make amazing Batman games, but I think that's going to be shit, personally.
Yeah,
because it's going to be a live service title like Avengers, and it's just going to go bad.
It sounded so good. Like you watched the trailer, I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited whilst I was watching DC Fandom. And then they said it was going to be an online service one. I was like, no, why?
Don't get me wrong, like, I get it. I do get it. I don't mind. I wouldn't have minded an online component, but it's going to be a case of like Avengers again, I think. But hopefully they've watched the Avengers.
I was going to say they might have learned from Avengers, hopefully, because it's not coming out till 2022. So hopefully they can learn from Avengers. I'd say I'd say the best. Yeah, that's 2022. So Gotham Knights is this year, and then Kill the Justice League is 2022. What else? Let me investigate. I've had loads, but then I've got Hogwarts Legacy. Oh my God,
that's the one. Actually, I take back my previous statement. That's what I'm most excited for this year.
I'm so looking forward to that game.
I can't wait. Anyone that knows me knows that I'm like a massive Harry Potter nerd, geek, whatever. I love Harry Potter so much. Like even the first Fantastic Beasts movie, I was like, this is amazing. I didn't bother.
Yeah, I love the fact. I was the idiot, right? This shows you like we're on the same level. I went, you know how I told you about I went to watch Star Wars at midnight. So me and my mom, well, you live in Cov, don't you? So you live right next to the showcase. Yeah. You know how Showcase do the Showcase Insider like early screenings of stuff.
See, yeah.
Yeah. Me and my mum went to watch the first Fantastic Beast and then the second one 2 days before it released, and it was like that's how much of a Harry Potter fan I am. We went like up till like 1 a.m. because we were watching the second. It's
You're mental,
bad.
mate.
It's bad, but I feel like it's one of
Personally,
those. Yeah, it's one of those films that it will be good depending on what the next one is. By itself, it's but if you watch them all together, it will probably be decent.
well, there's all that drama now with Johnny Depp in it, and he's been kicked off and blah blah blah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
but I mean, they've chose Mads
but yeah,
Mikkelsen, so it's like, yeah, we're getting off topic anyway.
yeah, we are getting off topic, but Mads Mikkelsen, top tier
Yeah,
actor.
I was gonna say, yeah,
but
it's like they've replaced a god with a god. So
watch Hannibal. That's all I'm
yeah,
saying. Watch Hannibal.
yeah.
But
I haven't watched it, but I've seen stuff from it, and it looks really good. One of the games sorry.
Oh, I wanted to talk about Legacy, man, because I'm excited about Legacy.
Let's
for real.
go.
Like, I've already added it to my on the PS Store now. You can do like wish list. I've added it to my wish list, so the second it comes out, I'm gonna buy it. I'm not pre-ordering. I don't pre-order games, like especially like I don't know if anybody was struck by the Cyberpunk fiasco that just happened. Fintan, you were in it, but
oh yeah,
that has just further reinforced me. Yeah, you're crazy in my opinion.
I'm just gonna keep it.
I've just seen that 2021 is the release for the PS5 upgrade, so hopefully that will smooth some things over.
Yeah,
but
that's the thing though.
We don't know that.
This is my biggest issue with everything in like 2021 is it is 2021 now, and every single game that's coming out we know nothing about. Like we've seen maybe
that's what I'm thinking.
It's just
that's what I'm thinking as well. Like we don't know anything. Sorry, I just had to close my window there. Somebody's shouting outside. But yeah, we don't really know much. Like Hogwarts Legacy, like all I know about it is like the marketing. Basically, I've seen like that one trailer that they put out, which like looked cool.
Oh yeah, it looks good. Yeah,
I was like, I'm sold already. but yeah, man, the trailer, I don't know, like because obviously trailers, they're always going to look really good.
Yeah, exactly.
So hopefully it holds up.
Yeah, it said it's an RPG, didn't it? From like the press releases and stuff. So
see that is another thing that worries me. I'm not a massive RPG fan, so I'm a bit like, am I going to be disappointed?
Yeah, I have a feeling that because it's Harry Potter, like it's the Wizarding World themed. I think I will still play it no matter what, but it won't be my kind of story.
I will grind through the game, the mechanics that I don't like, just to experience the game, and then if the story finishes and I'm fed up of it, I'll just leave it. If it, if it's good, then I'll obviously carry on playing it. But that might be one of the ones, like, even though I'm really, really majorly excited for it and I want to get it day one and I'll probably wait for the reviews. And then if the reviews are sort of meh, I'll get it on sale.
Yeah, I think that's what I need to start learning to do now is I pre-order stuff.
You do.
I pre-order stuff.
You do.
It's bad. And then I see, like, especially Avengers is another thing. Like, I saw that it was reviewed as like 6 and it said my order had already been dispatched. So I was like, oh God. Mistakes were made.
Just the Avengers game, man, they fumbled the bag with that.
I mean, to be fair,
let's not focus on the negatives.
I got the collector's edition, and this is pretty decent. No, I can't lie. Like, as much as the game is bad, this statue is pretty sick.
That does not make it worth it, bro.
Oh no, it definitely was not worth it. It was not.
You spent over £100 for that.
To be fair though, the story of Avengers is decent. Anyway, I'm much more of a person that prefers like on the subject of RPGs. I'm much more of I like a story with RPG elements, like God of War and The Last of Us. Admittedly, I still haven't finished God of War, which let's not.
Which is really bad because we're both really looking forward to Ragnarok, and neither of us have actually finished the first one. But I'm partway through it though. For everybody that's played it and is going to go, why haven't you played God of War? First of all, up until about a year ago, I was basically broke, like constantly. So I didn't really have money to like buy games and stuff.
Yeah.
And then everyone goes on about God of War so much that I was like, I'm just going to be disappointed by it. I just know it. So I just left it. And then it's on the PS5 with the PS Plus collection. And I was like, no better time than the present. So I started playing it, but then Phoenix Rising came out, got caught up in that, and me and you started playing Ghost of Tsushima again, and then Valhalla came out. So I've not gone back to it in a minute, but I am planning on finishing it before I
Yeah,
buy the sequel.
I am as well.
Even though I know how it goes, I know how it
Yeah,
ends, but
I think that's why I'm
I
not
want to
rushing to
experience it.
finish it because I know how it ends. I'm
Exactly.
like, I will like the combat in that game is so good. Like when I read
Magical. I love
reviews,
it.
I was like, no, there's no way it can be this good. And then you play it, and I'm like, oh my god, can I just have this axe in
It's like,
real
wow,
life, please?
bro. I want to say the Leviathan axe is cooler than Mjolnir.
Oh, do you know what? I
Said
think
it.
I
I
agree
said
with
it. I
you.
said it. I
I
said it,
think I agree with
bro.
you.
He's wandering around with a hammer. What's he gonna do? Put nails in the indoors. Do you know what I mean? Kratos comes to your door. You don't have a door anymore. It's just gone.
Yeah,
He just
it's gone.
smashes it with an axe, bro. There's no. Have you not watched what's that movie? The Shining. He came at it with
I
the
actually never
axe, didn't he?
have.
Gone.
I genuinely have never watched The
Yeah, me
Shining.
neither. Me neither. But I've seen that scene. That's all that matters, and we'll just
Yeah.
edit that bit out.
Nah, it's fine. To be fair, the only horror
film.
film I've ever watched is It, the first It. I haven't watched any other horror film.
What, the OG movie or?
Oh no, like so the one that came out in 2017, not like the original one, but like, I've literally watched It. That's it. I haven't watched any more. I know. I'm proud of that.
Man. It's sick.
I've got Chapter 2 on
good,
DVD. I've just never watched it.
Please do.
Yeah, I think I will do.
James McAvoy is such a good actor. He makes the whole movie worth it, in my opinion.
Yeah. The thing is, though, I'm one of those people that like it's not the actual getting scared that scares me. It's like it's the build up. It's like, you know, the bit in the first
process.
It. Yeah. You know, the bit in the first It right near the end where he's just doing the dance and then the camera just closes in and in and in on him. Like, I know he just jumps in front of her. Yeah. I know he jumps in front of her, but the fact that it goes up to his face terrifies me. Like, the first time I watched it, I was like, nah, I'm out of here. I cannot do this.
Mate, I went cinema with my friends to watch that and I just remember shouting at it in the movie theater like your breath stinks or something like that because I was so scared it just like involuntarily came out.
Yeah.
And this was pre-COVID when you were allowed to like sit next to other people, can you imagine? Yeah. And the guy sat next to me just looked at me like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like what are you on about?
I want to go home now. But
oh, man.
yeah, God of War, all that came from God of War. But nah, I'm very much looking forward to God of War, man. I wonder if he'll still have the axe because doesn't he go back, spoilers obviously, but doesn't he go back to the blades of chaos?
To be fair, I haven't got that far in. I'm
Me
on
neither.
that. I'm on
I just
that,
know it happens.
I'm on that. What's it called? You know that Elven planet, the second one, where you've got to try and reconnect the beams of light.
Such a ball ache.
It's not that bad though, because the combat is what like I don't mind doing that, like where it's like next area combat when the combat is good. If the combat is bad, then I will put that game down instantly. But because God of War's combat is so good,
true.
The only reason I stopped it is because Last of Us Part 2 came out. Because I was playing it at the start of last year, and then The Last of Us Part 2 came out, and then I spent like a month playing that.
For me,
I still haven't platinumed that. It's disgusting. Like the amount of time I go on about The Last of Us. Though. Oh, right. So the first one's like to platinum The Last of Us like remastered or the original is hard, but it's not because you only have it's like Miles Morales where it's like you have to play it on the hardest difficulty to platinum it. Whereas with The Last of Us, because it's gone like semi-open world, it's now like you have to do all of this stuff rather than the difficulties, which is
I get you because it's all yeah.
But like it's a long game already. Like so it will take you it will take you as long as it takes to finish Red Dead 2 to platinum Last of Us 2, and it's I want to, but I don't have the time.
Red Dead 2. Just play Red Dead 2. That's what I'm saying. But a little hack here, if anyone's got PS5, like me and Fintan got really lucky, we managed to get one.
Yeah, we were definitely lucky.
If anyone's got one and you want an extra platinum really easy, transfer your Miles Morales save data from PS4 to PS5. And then when you upgrade to the PS5 version, it gives you another platinum. So I've now got an extra platinum just because I transferred my save data. I don't know if that's meant to happen or not, but it happened. So
I'll take it. It's a dub.
I'm okay with it. So I've now got like 4 platinums when I should only have 3. But yeah. But what else is coming out, man?
Well, the game
one that you mentioned.
Oh.
Okay, you say your piece. Go on.
All right. So what I was gonna say is the game I am most looking forward to next year out of like story games, fine, but I will play them, put them down because they are story games. There is nothing more once you finish the story. The game I'm looking forward to spending the most time this year playing is Gran Turismo 7. I am so excited for this game. Like
People don't know you like I know you, but he's obsessed with racing games. Like
I am the biggest. Like I'm the idiot that spends 33 quid a month on Now TV just so I can watch the F1 every weekend. Like that's the level of human being I am. It's bad.
what?
Yeah, because I don't own Sky, so I have to use Now TV because it's Sky. Like Sky Sports F1 is the only channel that has like them live because they have it on Channel 4, but it's like 4 or 5 hours after the race and highlights. And I'm like, I may as well just pay for it.
33 whole pounds though a month.
Yeah, well, I got it on offer, so it started out at 25. I got £25 for 6 months, and then it's gone up because I've carried on the subscription.
That's how they get you. I'm on Amazon Prime right now for free for 6 months. Yeah. Amazon Prime is so convenient that I will never cancel it now. That's the problem. But anyway,
yeah.
Back to what you were saying. I'm not a racing game person myself.
Yeah.
But my dad really likes them. He plays them quite like he comes in and he plays them on the PS5. Like even though I haven't bought any, but on I think on PS Plus a while ago, Dirt 2 was on there. So he's playing through that at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate it. I personally hate
I
it,
can't do it either.
He's enjoying it, so that's what matters. GT, I'm not gonna lie though, it looks good. It looks like real life.
The thing that I'm looking most forward to is I play Gran Turismo Sport still on my PS5. And basically for context, right, I bought this game mid last year maybe because I got a bit bored of playing F1. I have already put about 300 hours into it. It's bad.
That's crazy.
But it's
on
just,
PS5 as well. It shows you
how much
the time you put into games. So you probably have genuinely put in about 300 hours. That's ridiculous.
I hate that it shows you now because I'm like, I don't want to. This is just exposing me. I'm like, I don't want to know how long I've spent playing in one game.
Mate, 300 hours. I don't think I've ever spent 300 hours in one game.
I think the longest I've spent on a game that's genuinely not a game like that, which because like Gran Turismo Sport's been out since 2017, so of course it's going to have loads of people that put loads of hours into it because it's an oldish game. But the game I spent the most time in that is like, I wouldn't say it's a story game because it's not, but I think I spent 175 hours in Breath of the Wild, and that was the first game I've ever put loads and loads and loads of hours into.
To this day, I've never played Breath of the Wild. I don't own a
You actually need to.
I probably will never own a Switch, but
I will lend you my Switch to play Breath of the Wild. It's that good.
I played Phoenix Rising recently, and that made me think, shit, maybe I'm missing out on this Breath of the Wild hype because Phoenix Rising is actually surprisingly very good, and it's basically just like it's like a bad copy of Breath of the Wild, but a bad copy of Breath of the Wild is still like a 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10.
Yeah,
game.
I wouldn't say it's a copy because like Breath of the Wild never came out on consoles, so but you know what I mean, like PlayStation and Xbox, whereas Immortal has. So I guess it's kind of worked both ways because Immortal got inspiration from Breath of the Wild, but now people that have got a Switch might like you've said in your scenario, like you might realize you're missing out on Breath of the Wild. So it kind of works both ways.
Yeah. Because for me, I've always had a weird not dislike of Nintendo, but ever since I was literally like a kid, like most kids grow up with like Nintendo Wii's and whatever, or like the DS's. I never had that. I was never interested. I always had so like growing up in Italy, I had my dad's old PS1, which I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. Then my cousin had the PS2, and I was always at my cousin's house because we didn't live too far from each other. And we'd go really often because like family, like we see family a lot over there. So I'd always be at my cousin's house playing Spider-Man or like Street Fighter on the PS2. Then I got a PS3 for Christmas when I moved to England, which was like, as a kid. And then PS3, all I used it for was like Lego games. I don't know if anyone plays Lego games, but they were my childhood.
I bought a Lego game yesterday.
What was it?
I bought the DC Supervillains one because it was on a massive offer on the PlayStation Store. I was like, you know what? I've wanted to play that for a while.
I bought that as well.
Yeah, went down.
I bought that as well. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm like, it's a Lego game. It's got the Flash in it, so I'm like, I'm playing it. It's got reverse Flash. I'm like, there you go. That's all I need.
Yo, that's what we forgot about. That's coming out in 2021 that we're both stupidly excited for. It is Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker saga.
God, yeah.
We're both really excited about that. People are going to think we're like children. I swear to God.
Oh, honestly though, we love Star Wars.
Mad love for Star Wars. Yeah,
we adore it.
We just love it. I think I don't know if I prefer Star Wars or Harry Potter, though. But
I prefer Star Wars. For me, it would be Star Wars is the greatest franchise of all time. excluding the new stuff. Excluding
What?
the new stuff. Get rid of the new stuff. But like,
How's
no, but like,
that?
look, episode like episode 4, 5, 6, iconic. The Mandalorian, incredible. The Clone Wars, admittedly, I haven't watched it, but everyone says it's universally great. Then I'd say
Star Wars. If you haven't watched the Clone Wars, that's go and watch it.
I'm getting around to
home.
it. All right, I've watched like 4 episodes of it. I'm getting around to it.
Once you've watched that, watch Rebels as well. I'm finishing Rebels at the moment.
All right,
Banging series. Banging series.
Then it would, I'd say, then Harry Potter below that, because I've been like, I think the thing is I love Harry Potter, but I haven't watched Harry Potter in so long. Like, I've been to, what's it called, the Warner Bros. Studio tour, basically every year apart from this year at Christmas, but I still haven't watched the films in like 5 years.
Yeah, do you know what? I feel like the reason for that though is because there's so little Harry Potter media. Like, because obviously there's the books, but I've read all the books. I've seen all the movies like 4, 5, 10 times now. Do you know what I mean? So I don't need to rewatch them over and over. Like, I'm going to try and get my girlfriend to watch them with me, Chanel. If you're watching this with me. I'm trying to convince her to watch Star Wars, and she's just like, no. She's like, I don't want to watch Star Wars. I'm like, you will. But, yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, she always says she don't want to do stuff, but then I got her to play GTA, and she liked GTA. So
GTA
she likes GTA.
GTA is such a bad game, but it's so fun with people. Like, by yourself, it's such a bad game, but with people, it's the funniest experience ever.
I can't believe the words coming out of your mouth right now. We'll discuss this another time because it's going to get me too angry to talk about. But moving on, one that I'm just going to leave this conversation in the dirt because we've proper gone off topic. But the game that loads of people seem to be very excited about, and I'm just like meh on, is Horizon. New Horizon game. What's it even called? Forbidden West.
Forbidden West. Yeah.
Forbidden West.
I don't know. I really liked the original Horizon, but there was only what, like, I haven't finished it. I feel like
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I genuinely really did enjoy it. But my issue with Horizon, I am right near the end, by the way. Like, I am so close to the end. I just still haven't got around to.
You're on like last mission type thing.
Have I got it on disc? Because if so, I can just put it in my PlayStation and probably just finish it in the next couple of days. Sorry, I was looking over there. That's my stack of games.
You're like,
yeah, no, it's because look at my stack. Like, I have like an entire I have 2 like higher than me length cabinets full of games and DVDs and stuff. It's bad.
Oh, that's crazy. My room I've stopped buying DVDs and
I've stopped
buying physical media.
Oh, I
know you're the other way.
I got 4K Blu-rays. I bought my first 4K Blu-ray a couple of days ago because I can play it on the PS5.
Bro, just buy them on like, I promise you, yeah. Just buy them off Apple TV because Apple TV does like 4K.
Right. I have an Apple TV
for like 10 quid
subscription, right? Because we get it free as a student for a year. What is the point of it?
Yeah. It's shit, innit? Nah, do you know what?
It's watch so bad.
Watch C. C is so good. So good. And Defending Jacob. Top tier shows, guys.
Okay.
If you have, and if you buy an Apple TV, like say you have like a normal TV or something, it doesn't have like Netflix and stuff on it, but you want all that stuff on your TV, buy an Apple TV. Really, really good, especially if you've got like an iPhone. It's all on there. Obviously, you need to pay for your subscriptions and that, but you get a year free of Apple TV with that, and once it runs out, just cancel it, innit?
Yeah.
Or if you've got a uni days, renew it for another year if there's stuff you want to watch. Do you know what I mean? But
yeah.
Nah, I loved C. Like, definitely watch C. C is a game that I'd like to see a game of. Actually, is a show. Sorry.
Yeah. I got. There are a lot of TV shows I'd like to see as games. Anyway, that's another conversation. But yeah, my
True. We'll do that. We'll do top 10.
Yeah, we definitely will. I gotta say, Mandalorian has to be one that needs to be made into a game. That would be such a good game.
They'd ruin that. They'd make that into like an online multiplayer shooter.
It would be horrendous.
Sort of way, and it would just be shit. but hopefully they could one day.
Yeah, my
only caveat with a Mando game is that it has to have Pedro Pascal as the voice actor.
Yeah.
If it's not Pedro Pascal, I don't want it.
Anyway, so what I was going to say is with my problem with Horizon is I really enjoyed it, but it takes so long to get from A to B. Like, it's just a pain in the backside. Like, I don't mind it, but you have to hack one of the what I can't even remember what they called.
Like robot dinosaurs, basically. They're
Yeah,
like robot
I can't remember
animals.
what they're actually called because I haven't played it in about a year. But you have to hack one of them, and then they don't even go that quickly. And that's not even my issue, to be honest.
I'd
My
say
main issue is like that.
that's
That's
what they
just a
need to
pain in the backside.
rechange.
Yeah, that
I
was
want the traversal in the next one to be amazing.
I
Like
feel
it
like it
needs
will
to.
be
You
though.
need to be able to hack. You need to be able to hack like a flying dinosaur and like fly
That
around on that.
that is
That'd be it.
literally
That'd
what I
be
was just gonna
sick.
say. If they had a flying one that you could hack, that would make life so much easier.
If you can hack a giant flying robot eagle in Horizon's Forbidden West, I will pre-order the game.
Oh, oh, that's a big statement.
Yeah, and I will play through the whole game, even if it's broken.
No, I just think
That is the pledge.
it goes from giving you so little to do to so much that you end up just getting overwhelmed by what was like in the first one anyway. Because I bought it a couple of years after it came out, so I got the complete edition. You know, the one that came with like the DLC and stuff.
Oh, I
And
never played the DLC.
yeah, I haven't got around to it either. But it just there was just so much that it ended up just being like I don't really know what I'm supposed to do now.
Nah, I
Yeah.
get you. I get you. That was the situation for me. I started playing it, got partway through, and then I was like, I don't think this is for me, which is annoying because I think I actually bought it with my own money, or somebody bought it for me, I think, on a disc. So I was playing through it, and I was like, nah, I'm not enjoying this. And then, but this is when I was like a little bit younger, and then I went back to it when I was older, started it again. I started it from scratch because I thought I don't know what the fuck is going on, and I enjoyed it way more. But I think I enjoyed it way more after playing Assassin's Creed Origins because I loved Origins. And that's obviously got like very light RPG mechanics in it. And I think that got me more used to the gameplay, and
Yeah.
that's why I enjoyed it more. But the story was compelling. Wasn't as
the
like
story is
crazy
good.
amazing as everybody says it is, but it was compelling enough to play through the whole
I think
game
the
to see
issue
its
is
satisfaction.
from what I've read. Wait, you haven't finished it, have you?
I have, yeah. I
Oh,
just
okay,
didn't
you
play
have.
DLC.
Oh, okay, yeah. But yeah, from what I've read, it's the one of the characters at the end. There's like a twist or something. That's meant to be like the big thing, but I haven't got that far, so
Not even. It's
I
not
don't
even
know.
that deep.
Yeah, like I don't know. I will
Like
finish
the
it.
thing is, the twist that happens, you have more than 5 brain cells, you'll see it coming from like 3 hours before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know. I thought it was okay, but sorry, just wiping dust off my PS5. But yeah, Forbidden West. I will play it, but I might do a like what I did with the original, where it's like I wait for a bit and then I buy it for like 20 quid,
Yeah, that's
and
what
then I
I
play
did.
through
Yeah.
it. Do you know what I mean? Because as well, it's not even a PS5 exclusive. It's going to be on PS4, and I feel like
And probably PC,
for the first year,
considering that Horizon Zero Dawn is on PC now. Like it won't come out at the same time, but as in it will probably be on
yeah,
PC.
it'll probably come out in like 6 months, a year
Yeah.
from release or something, on be on PC. Like everything's doing nowadays.
Yeah.
Apparently, all the Sony exclusives are ending up on PC, but I think that's good.
I console exclusivity does get on my nerves. Like as much as it gives me a reason
Yeah.
to buy a PlayStation, I'm like I would just prefer to that everybody like me trying to explain like talk through the Spider-Man story. Like one of my friends, he uses a PC, but he watches all the playthroughs of games. Like he finished playing, like he finished watching Miles Morales before I finished playing it, and I was like, I can't even talk to you about how the controller feels when you're swinging because
How
you
it
can't
feels.
feel.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah,
sucks. I'm
man,
just like,
it
just
is
let
peak.
everybody play whatever game they want to play on whatever console they have.
But like you say, they need system sellers. They
Yeah.
need reasons to ship them. But to be fair, Sony's basically become like the Apple of gaming. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like everyone I know like was saying to me, "Oh, mate, I'm gonna get a PS5. Like, why would I get an Xbox?" I'm like, bro, technically Xbox is the superior console. Like, it's
Yeah, the
technically more
Xbox is a
powerful.
stronger console. Yeah, it's more powerful.
And it's got actually, it hasn't got a wider variety of games on it. But the games on PS5 are usually not even necessarily of a better quality, but just the exclusives are more interesting. They've got more stuff in it that's more fun. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just better that way.
It's actually on that subject, right, of Xbox. I'm actually quite looking forward to Halo Infinite. I don't know if I'm going to buy a new. I don't know. I don't think I'll buy the new console to play it. I will just play it on my Xbox One. but I am quite looking forward to it because I played through Halo 5 and I did really enjoy that. Like I was horrendous at the multiplayer because it was my first Halo I'd ever played. but, but it was I think my problem is I've had an Xbox in my house my entire life. Like I had that like I've got my behind all of this. There's like the original Xbox under my bed, the Xbox 360, and then I've got my Xbox One downstairs. But my biggest issue with Halo is because I got Game Pass when I was using my Xbox. I don't really use it anymore. It more just sits there. But I got I think I got Game Pass and then I downloaded the Master Chief Collection. That was it. I can remember the name of it for a second. But my biggest problem with it is I played Halo 5 where you could aim down sights. So that felt normal to me. And then I go back and play the original Halos and you can't. And it just feels so weird that I'm like, I don't know if I could get used to this, which is my own, I wouldn't say it's my own fault, but it's an issue of being the age I was when I played them. But I do, like, I definitely will play Infinite. It's just whether I think reviews will determine for me whether it'll be worth, because I won't buy the Xbox Series X. I might buy the S at most.
For me personally, I've never played Halo, and I probably never will, purely because of console exclusivity. Like we were saying, like like me, I don't really want an Xbox Series X. I don't have a reason to buy one.
Yeah, exactly.
Like none of the games coming out on there are justifiable for me. And I'm somebody that loves graphics, but I'm not gonna be like this. Do you know what I mean? At my screen, pixel counting to see like which because like realistically the graphics on PS4 and Xbox One are really good. Can I say one?
Yeah, go for it.
So I never played the original, but I watched I don't know if anyone knows who Daz Black is, but he was on Vine like years ago and he has a YouTube channel and he's basically hilarious. But yeah, he played through the whole of Little Nightmares and I watched Little Nightmares
gameplay of this.
Bro, that game was so cool. And my biggest regret in life is that I didn't just buy it. Well, it's not my biggest regret in life, that's a lie. But I wish I just bought it and played it myself instead of watching somebody else play it. Because now I don't want to buy it because I know what happens. But
yeah,
Little Nightmares 2 is coming out February 11th. So not even that long.
Oh, wow.
I think I'm going to buy it. I think I'm going to get it. That is so cool. If you don't know what Little Nightmares is, it's basically like, I guess it's 2.5D. It's not quite 3D because it's from like a sideways perspective.
Yeah,
but it's really, really cool. You play as like this little in the original. You play as this little like child basically.
Yeah, is this
on a ship?
I just want to check. Is this the game with the one where she's wearing like the yellow trench coat with the hood up?
Yeah. It's that one. Yeah. And it's really, really creepy. And I'm not like a horror game person, but it's like got really good atmosphere and I'm looking forward to the sequel. The sequel is basically more of the same, but I think there's two characters in it now and you can control both of them, or it's like you're trying to take one character to somewhere else, something like that. So
yeah,
I'm pretty interested in that. I am looking forward to that. And I noticed that Hitman 3 is coming out this year as well. I don't know if you like Hitman.
I've never played it, but I'm curious to try this one. I do like the look of it, but I feel like I will have to have you played them?
This is like my biggest shame in gaming, but I got the first Hitman on PS Plus because it was out, and I started playing it, and I don't even think I could complete like the tutorial missions because I was so shit at it.
Oh no!
Like every 2 minutes, I was setting off an alarm, or somebody was spotting me, or but the concept is really cool, and I'm looking forward to Hitman 3 because from people that do like the games, I heard that Hitman 1 and 2 are like amazing. So I'm looking forward to the third one. And I might re-download the first one, play through it, and then hop into the third one.
I think I'm better. It really depends, to be honest, because I'm thinking I might just see how much they are on the PlayStation Store and just download them before. When is Hitman 3 coming out? Trying to see if I could
crazy. You just buy things without not even checking your bank balance, isn't it? You don't care.
Yeah, well, this is my problem, right? I've gone from like last year. I got my first job last year, right? Like because of the pandemic, I got to work as part of Test and Trace, and I'm allowed to say that, but I can't say what my current job is
Oh,
because
okay.
that's under NDA.
Cool.
I can't say what my current job is. But because of that, like I'm not going out. I can't meet up with you in person or anything like that. So I do just end up just buying games and flying through them. Yeah, hence doing this rather than in person.
So annoying. The plan is, just for context to everybody that is like bothered about the podcast, the plan is to basically record, not necessarily in a studio, but if we can get a studio, then we'll record in a studio all together with mics.
True Geordie style.
We're meant to be getting mics from uni, but I'm True Geordie style. Basically, if you watch True Geordie, we're basically hoping to do something like, not copy, but at least
like that scenario, like in person.
Quality audio. Do you know what I mean? Because this is obviously not ideal for anybody. It's not ideal for us, and it's not ideal for anyone listening, because obviously all the audio is different, and we are aware of that. It's just long at the moment.
Plus, we are just trying to learn how to do this. Like, we are literally teaching ourselves.
That too, yeah, man. And doing uni and work at the same time. Well, I'm not working at the moment, but
we also didn't mention, we probably should have mentioned this way earlier, but we're in person. Like, there is cameras with us now. This will be on YouTube.
Oh,
we haven't mentioned this yet.
Visual. The other stuff I know, like, for me, I don't listen to podcasts. I watch them.
Yeah,
so if I'm going to listen to a podcast, I'll have it up on YouTube. So we've been meaning to do it for ages, but Luke's shy, innit? Luke's shy. Like,
yeah.
Even though it's very beautiful, he just doesn't. He's always like, yeah. Nah. So we haven't done it yet, but because it was just me and Fintan today, we thought we'd experiment and just get on with it, basically. So
just give it a go. See what it's like.
We'll do it more.
So hopefully,
and obviously Fintan's very sexy. So
yeah,
you know what I mean?
And this my stream setup makes me look very quality.
Hit Fintan up. I'll put his Snapchat in the description.
Instagram, sure. Don't know how I feel about Snapchat.
Okay, just Instagram then. Just Instagram. Snapchat is too soon. You need to work on him a bit.
We'll keep. We'll put Luke's Instagram in the description as well. We'll also, because I will shamelessly plug myself right now, I will put my Twitch below, because I stream on Wednesdays and Saturdays. So if you want to watch,
I'll put my socials as well, just because why not?
Yeah, get everybody's there.
If you have any suggestions and stuff for what you do want to hear us talk about, just drop us a message. We're always on our phones because there's nothing else to do.
Yeah.
It's 2021 and it's still COVID.
Lockdown 3.0.
And New Zealand are still vibing. Well, we are fine.
It hurts. Anyway, the more it goes on, it hurts. I'm just like, I want to go to a concert again.
It really does. Especially because I'll be seeing like people in New Zealand taking the piss out of us, and I'm like, nah, shut up. Like, how dare you?
Yeah. The thing is,
there's one massive one that we haven't talked about yet.
Oh.
And it's one that you were excited for, so I'm going to see if you can remember it, and then if you can't, then I'll say it.
Deathloop.
Yeah.
I am. Yeah. Oh my god, this game looks so, like, from the gameplay of it and the way they've spoken about how they're gonna, like, it's not the game itself that excites me that much. I'm like, I know I will play it. It looks like a hilarious kind of game. Like, it's one of those games, before even playing it, you're gonna rage at, because of the fact you do like they've made it clear you will die so many times. Like,
it's part of the core gameplay.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, I know I will rage, but the thing that intrigues me the most is what they're saying about how they're going to use the adaptive triggers. Have you heard about this?
No, I haven't. Do you want to just, before you tell me that, explain a bit of the game so that people
So basically, what it is, from what I've, like, I haven't pre-read on this, but what I know just in general is it looks like it's basically a game where you're a hitman. And you have to try and kill all these people on the island before they kill you. But the AI learn from what you do the last time around, and so they will find a way to kill you. But I think there's clearly more to it.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know if that... I've read reports saying that's what might happen, but Arcane, who are the studio that have made the game, haven't actually come out with it yet. But the thing that's intriguing me the most is they've said that, like, when you're shooting a gun, the gun can jam and the trigger will actually lock. And I'm like...
Do you know what it is, though? To people that don't have a PS5, that sounds awful. It sounds like the worst. It sounds like the worst thing ever. But when you're playing it, it's so cool. Like, it is really cool. Like, feeling
the immersion is incredible. Like, I don't...
Like, all those little buzzwords that they use in the marketing, like, oh, you're gonna really feel like you're in the game. Like you kind of do, to be fair. Like it is really cool and it does work. So I didn't know about that. So I might. That's actually really cool. Ah, grazie.
Oh, Gio's getting
Coffee
food.
delivery.
Yeah, I was just saying.
Nah, it's not food.
Excuse me, where's mine? Where's my What? Where's my delivery? This is just rude.
Italiano style. Do you know what I'm saying? This is how we roll in my country.
I mean, an island. You just put whiskey in your coffee.
Ross.
It's literally called Irish coffee, and it's just coffee with.
It is pure black coffee, no sugar. Best way.
Jeez,
Best way to have it.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
Genuinely
Anyways.
sorry, I didn't mean to just jump on you then. But the thing that genuinely is surprising me is I'm looking through this list, right? Because I've got IGN's guide up of all the games, so we don't forget any that we want to talk about.
Yeah, we've not got super memories. That's why I keep looking at my phone. Like,
yeah. Literally, my phone is here with the IGN page on for anyone who's wondering. Like it. There's no Switch games.
Yeah, there are.
There's not many. Like that are specifically Switch
coming out on Switch. Yeah,
that's what I mean. But like, there's only the Super Mario 3D Land, which is a remake of one that was on Wii U. That's the only Switch exclusive that I can see at the minute. I
mean,
it's just
it is what it is.
I really love my Switch, but they just don't have the games. Like you buy it to like it's just you buy it to play Super Mario Odyssey. You buy it to play Breath of the Wild. But then it does spend most of its time just sitting around,
But to be fair, it was always marketed as like a party game on the go type thing. So
2020 is kind of ruined us doing that.
Exactly. So if you're buying and as well, like if you don't want the actual Switch, just get the Switch Lite. That's apparently a really good deal.
It is. Yeah, my mum bought one. Yeah.
Oh, your mum's got one as well. I didn't know your mum was into that.
So I've got a proper, like, well, not proper, but like, I got the original. I meant original is what I meant to say. My mum was like, I've got the original one, and then my mum got the Lite because just to somewhat to pass the time, and it is actually really cool. Like it's definitely more stripped back, but it runs everything as well as a Switch, and it's pretty cool. Like that's the reason I spent so much time in Breath of the Wild is because I could literally just take my Switch out, go sit in bed for hours till like 1 o'clock in the morning playing it.
Crazy.
Actually, for me, the subject of Breath of the Wild, got this a couple of days ago.
This guy, man, got everything.
No, it's just I literally just like instead of actually doing anything worthwhile with the money I have and actually saving it, I just spend it.
Same.
I'm like, yeah, you know what? I could have so much saved up right now. But statues.
I'm on furlough. I'm still spending like I'm earning, man.
No, I just work from home, so
ridiculous.
It's just annoying.
No, it is. Me and my girl, we get a lot of Nando's takeaway, and like killer. It's paying, but
it's very it adds up.
It really does. Like it really does. I don't even want to think about how much I spent. I'm just looking to see anything else.
Yeah, I think we've done most of the stuff that looks. One of the ones I'm very like I don't know. I want to say I'm interested by, but I know nothing about it. Is this new Lord of the Rings Gollum game?
I'm interested purely because it's a Lord of the Rings game and the fact that it's Gollum. Like, what are they going to do with that? I'm guessing it's going to be a stealth game, primarily. I'm imagining something like, have you ever played the Styx games with the little green goblin?
No.
No. Oh, let me get a quick picture up. And
a game I've never played. This is a first. Jesus.
It's quite obscure, so I'm not surprised that you've not heard of it. It's this. It's obviously flipped for you guys, but.
Oh yeah, I think I know. Yeah, I think I know the face. I've never seen gameplay though.
I'm imagining something very, very similar to that, where it's, stick to the shadows and as Gollum, because Gollum's quite a violent character. Do you know what I mean? So he can probably like slit people's throats and stuff. I don't know. Are we allowed to say that?
Yeah, we'll be fine saying that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, we're gonna get the whole thing locked off. Oh.
No, there are a few words that we can't say that I think we already have though, which is a bit of a problem.
Oh really? Like what?
Yeah. Well, I can't tell you.
Well, we've said them already, so you might as well.
Yeah, I think apparently you can't say coronavirus without getting demonetized. I've read loads of people say, yeah, I mean, we're not at the stage where we can get monetized, so we should be fine.
Yeah, we're not
But
monetized anyway, but
yeah,
that's crazy.
but apparently saying coronavirus will get you demonetized. I've seen from loads of YouTubers that do get paid. They're like, yeah, we can't say it, otherwise we'll get demonetized. I'm like, Jesus. Yeah,
That ain't right.
It's just a bit annoying. Yeah, I got so excited for a second. I was reading through that list as you were talking about sticks, and I saw it said GTA next gen. I'm an idiot. I didn't read it said GTA 5 next gen.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, GTA. Nope.
I saw that earlier and I was like, oh my god, have I missed this? What the hell?
Oh.
That was the biggest sly thing Sony did for me in 2020 was when they opened up their PS5 press conference thing with the Rockstar logo, and then it was like GTA 5 Online is coming to, and I was like, who cares? We've been playing GTA Online for like 7 to 8 years.
It's across 3 console generations now. It's the only game that has ever been across 3 console generations.
But it's such a good game. That's why.
Yeah, it's online is fun. I have to admit, I played.
Fintan hasn't played the campaign of GTA
5. And I'm not gonna.
So he can't say whether it's good. Wow, that's a lot of glare. But
yeah, I was gonna say you got so much glare.
Gonna turn it around a little bit. He can't say whether it's good or not, right? Because
I'm not saying the campaign. I don't know about the campaign, but the online, like especially online races. Like I said, I'm a racing person, so especially just how nutty the GTA Online races are. I find quite funny. I don't think there's any more games.
Did one the other night and I demolished him.
Right. Let's just. I want to. No, that's not what happened.
Destroyed him.
I put my controller down for like 30 seconds because I had to close my window.
Oh, 30 seconds? What are you like? I was ahead of you anyway.
Yeah. Apparently, there's a new Battlefield coming out, but I'm not really a Battlefield person. So.
Not a first-person shooter person. Personally,
are you not?
Yeah. Nah. I don't own any of the COD games. I don't own. Actually, that's a lie. I own some Call of Duties and some Battlefields, but only because they were either on the PS Plus collection or on PS Plus.
Yeah.
At some point, I've never bought one. Never will buy one. The only first-person shooters that I ever bought with my own money that I played and enjoyed was Star Wars Battlefront, which will come as a surprise because that game was shockingly bad when it first launched. The first EA one, yeah, and that was actually I enjoyed that one. But then
the first one was decent.
2,
yeah, I really enjoyed. I got the first one pretty much. I think that was one of the first games I ever got. Like the day it came out. Like I remember going to game and picking it up. It was really fun.
Yeah, it was fun. But then Battlefront 2, this is really bad, but I bought it like a month after it came out. And by this point, I think all the issues were still going on with the loot boxes. And if the issues weren't still going on, like the damage had already been done, like everybody already had all the craziest gear or whatever because of microtransactions. So I literally remember I joined an online lobby, started a session, and I just couldn't get anywhere, couldn't do nothing, died, never played online again, played the campaign, stopped playing the game, deleted it off my console. I don't even think I've got the save data anymore.
Oh, I was the opposite. I started the campaign and within 20 minutes of the campaign gave up. I didn't buy it till
Really?
How long has it been out? It came out in 2017, didn't it?
Yeah,
so I got it
4 years ago. Oh my god.
I'd say 2019. I bought it maybe early. It was when it was free as PS Plus.
Bought it at a good.
I got it when it was the free PS Plus game. So I've spent a lot of hours in it, especially online, because it is quite fun. But like you said, it is it's one of those games that you just have to deal with the fact you're not going to be good until you put loads of hours into it, because there are the people that microtransactioned all of it, which is just annoying. Tell you one thing I did want to ask.
I think microtransactions are just the worst thing ever. But carry on.
They're so stupid. But one thing I did want to ask is, so these are all the games that have been confirmed to be coming out in 2021. What game that would you want to see that hasn't been announced?
I want to surprise me.
Yeah, exactly. What game would you kind of want to be released this year that you would announce?
One that I don't think it won't be released this year, but one that I want to see announced this year is GTA 6.
I feel like it has to be. If they can't not announce a game after 8 years. They have to at this point. Because everyone knows it's coming. Because
we all know it's going to happen. But so I'm hoping that gets announced this year, and I'm hoping that this year we also see something for the next Spider-Man game.
See, I would say the same thing, but I feel like I think the most we'll see this year from a Spider-Man game is the title. I don't think we'll see any gameplay.
I think we'll get at least a cinematic trailer.
Oh yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, probably. But the thing is, I
We
don't
won't
think
just get a title.
I don't think Insomniac's that big that they could have been making Miles Morales and the second Spider-Man at the same time. So I feel like it was in early production whilst they were making Miles Morales, but now they're starting to make it. Now that Miles Morales is out.
Well, aren't they putting out Ratchet and Clank as well? Actually,
yeah, they have two separate
we didn't
divisions.
talk about Ratchet and Clank.
Oh, we didn't. I don't know.
But that looks cool.
I'm looking forward to it. It looks more technologically interesting than it looks gameplay interesting because of the fact it's rendering all these worlds so quickly. So I'm like, I definitely will give it a go.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I'm still gonna. I won't get it at launch. I'll probably get it like later.
Yeah, I'm only just playing the first one because it was in the PS Plus collection. I've only just got around to playing it.
You know what? I saw the first one right when it came out, and I thought that looks shit. Why would anybody want to play that? What is the point? Blah blah blah. Then it came out on PS Plus, and I started playing it. I was like,
yeah, it's really fun, isn't it?
Amazing.
I was expecting it to be like really boring combat, and I'm like, no, the different one they get, there is actually variety. It's actually really fun.
Do you know what? Another quickly, just something you made me think of that I thought was going to be boring and was really good. I want an Astrobot sequel, man. I want a full, long Astrobot game.
I think, I don't know. I think, yeah, they could. But I feel like the reason it's so interesting is because of the stuff that is in the controller. So if they did that with another game, you'd just be feeling the same stuff again. So it wouldn't be as good.
I guess so. I keep going back to Astro, though.
I finished it and then just left it.
See, I let my siblings play it.
Oh, okay.
I let them have a go because they so my PS4 is downstairs now, so that's basically like the family's. The PS3 is somewhere, and then the PS5 is obviously in my room because I bought it. But I let them come in and play games when they want to. Whenever I'm like, oh, what do you want to play? Do you want to play Spider-Man? They're like, Astrobot, and I'm like, okay. So you play Astrobot, and mate, I've gotten good at Astrobot now. You don't want to challenge me on Astrobot, trust me.
Yeah, I wouldn't say no to there being a sequel, but I just feel like I don't know.
What would they do?
Yeah, exactly. What would it be that would be any different? I do want to say I really hope they announce a Last of Us Part 3 this year, but I know it won't happen. I know it will never happen.
Oh, I want a completely brand new IP from Naughty Dog. That would be cool.
I wouldn't mind an Uncharted 5.
I've just thought of lots of things, they all just suddenly came to me. So, new IP from Naughty Dog.
Okay.
Potentially, not necessarily Uncharted 5, but a reboot of the Uncharted series. Or potentially continuing on with Chloe and Nadine. I thought that was pretty cool.
Fair enough.
Because Nathan Drake, they've confirmed Nathan Drake is done now. I wouldn't mind seeing Nathan Drake come back as maybe a supporting character.
Cameo,
but I don't want him to. Yeah, I don't want him to keep being the playable character. Maybe Drake could take over the Sully role, and Sully could. I wouldn't mind
summer with Sam from 4, with his brother, because you don't see in Uncharted 4 it's him as a kid, and then you see him and Nathan as they're older. But you've done Nathan's story already, but you don't really know what happens to Sam in the middle. It's just he was in prison. You don't actually for a short-ish game like Lost Legacy. I wouldn't mind doing seeing Sam's journey in prison and how he ends up there and all that. Before 4.
I don't know if I care about Sam. To be honest with you.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I want it to move away from the Drakes. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why I say keep it going with Chloe, because Chloe had her game. Maybe it'd be cool to see her get a bigger, more expanded game. Or Nadine. Nadine's a pretty cool character.
Yeah.
Or just I say, create a new character out of the ether. I'm sure there's plenty of explorers out there. But yeah, so new Uncharted game or a new IP completely. I really want to see actual real life, honest to God gameplay of Starfield, Bethesda's upcoming sci-fi RPG. But I really hope it isn't Xbox exclusive. I really am worried about that.
So I think
so scared.
I think every game that's been so there's a couple Bethesda games that are PS5 exclusives, aren't they? Not Deathloop. Ghostwire Tokyo is.
Deathloop.
Deathloop. Okay, is. There's another one that's a
Ghostwire
Bethesda.
Tokyo is not Bethesda.
Is it not? Wait, what? Who's the? There's like 3 Bethesda games.
What are you on about?
Right. The reason I know about this is because Phil Spencer, who's the head of Xbox, was talking
There's
about.
Deathloop.
Yeah.
Deathloop, Elder Scrolls 6, and Starfield that we know about.
I swear there is one. There is one more that is a PlayStation exclusive. I promise you. I'm going to look it up now. But the only
Deathloop
reason
is a PlayStation timed exclusive.
Yeah, I know Deathloop is. But the reason I bring it up is because there we go. PS5 exclusive against because Ghostwire Tokyo is Bethesda games which would become Microsoft exclusives, and whether previous so Deathwire and Ghostwire Tokyo is a Bethesda game. Both titles are set to be timed. Yeah, so
I do apologize.
What was I saying? I've forgotten. Oh yeah, the reason I noticed with the Bethesda stuff is because Microsoft have bought them. Phil Spencer was talking about whether their like Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo would still come to PS5, and he's been saying he'll honor them, but then games from that point onwards they will see on a case-by-case basis of whether they'll be Xbox exclusives or not. So I feel like Elder Scrolls 6 will be on PS5, but I don't think any others will be.
You don't think Starfield will be? Because Starfield's the one that's coming out sooner.
Yeah, I know, but
Starfield's before Elder Scrolls.
That's a new IP, which is why I think they can make it Xbox's own IP, whereas Elder Scrolls has already been out on PlayStation. So
the reason I think Elder Scrolls will not be Xbox exclusive is because Microsoft also just bought Obsidian, I'm pretty sure, and they've got Obsidian making an Elder Scrolls style RPG. So I think the Obsidian one, I'm pretty sure, is confirmed to be an Xbox or Microsoft exclusive. So
yeah,
that will be their fantasy RPG thing that is like Xbox's, and then they're gonna have Elder Scrolls, which will sell like massive numbers, will make them stupid money, and then obviously doesn't matter who you're selling to. At the end of the day, Microsoft owns Bethesda, so they will get a cut of that money.
Yeah.
But then Starfield is scary because that they really could do that. They really could make that an exclusive. But again, I think it would be foolish of them to do that, considering the amount of PS4 and PS5 consoles. Then again, it probably won't come to last generation consoles. It probably won't be on PS4, but PS5s, we know there's a lot of them. I know they're hard to get, but that's because they've sold like over 3 million of them or something, haven't they?
It's mad. They've sold more than they had the biggest console like launch ever, even though that they were missing like 4 million consoles. So I'm like, if they had all those consoles, they would have got so much money, because there are still so many. Like, I know so many of my friends that are like still trying to get a PS5, and I'm like, oh god.
If they're looking for one, I've seen side note for anyone looking for one, 8th of January. I'll try and find the links and stuff.
That'll be the day this goes out.
This company is actually selling at a certain time.
Oh my god, the PS2, the PS2. There's only 300 of them though, so there's no way anyone will get them. It's a chance, but they'll be so difficult to get. I do want to get one of the controllers though, but like I can't justify it. They look so nice.
I don't care for the controllers personally, but I wasn't bothered. I thought.
Yeah, I saw I thought they were skins to go on the console, and then I clicked the link and it was actual consoles. I was like,
I think it's very nice being white, actually. But I'm not gonna lie, I think we all know we would have preferred the PS5 to be black, and then maybe with the white.
I prefer it like this. My main problem with this is that it's mainly white. If this wasn't made, because I feel like this is gonna get so dirty over time. Because it's in mainly.
Hey, my sister put something on it the other day, and I had to try wipe it off, and I can still sort of see like a bit of it on here, and it's really annoying me. But I'm planning on buying a second controller anyway, despite the price of them.
Yeah, but I think this is the first time I can sit there and go, the price for them is justifiable, because like it's not just a normal controller; it is Like the features in it do make it.
I mean, they're 70 quid, mate.
They're 60, aren't they? I paid 60 for mine.
60,
my
70.
Second one.
At the end of the day, nowadays, 60 and 70, yeah, is
that's everything with
the
the game.
price of a game.
Yeah, exactly. That's just it nowadays. If you're
so
gonna buy
it's like I can buy a new game or I can buy a new controller.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's a bit mad, but and if you buy both, that's 140 quid gone, or 130 at the very least.
Yeah.
So you know, I do think they're a little bit pricey.
They're getting too expensive
now.
They
are good controllers. Don't get me wrong; they're definitely worth it. They're worth having. Well, you need them, but
yeah.
if you don't need to,
don't buy a second one.
Don't bother, dude. The only reason I want to is like I was saying, I've got siblings, so sometimes they come in and play, and then it's like an argument about who gets to play first. So if I have two controllers, it's like, shut up.
Yeah.
You can both play.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then I'm not gonna lie, the battery on them is meh.
I just keep them plugged in 24/7 because I've got my like tower of all my plugs.
What? That ruins the battery.
No, the thing is though, they die anyway. So I've like no matter what, I've always either got my controller plugged in or my headset plugged in because I always use them at this whilst I'm playing, and they're always dead by the end of the day. So I'm like, if I just keep them charging whilst I'm using them, I do only have one cable, so like my controller will, like I can spend a day with my headphones plugged in whilst I'm using them just to keep them charged because they're about to die, and my controller will be dead after like a 4-hour session.
That's crazy. Oh, okay, no, mine lasts a bit longer than 4 hours. It lasts about like 5-6 hours.
I don't mind it.
And a lot of the time, I don't even play for 5 or 6 hours straight. I'll probably play for like 2 or 3, and then turn it off, watch a bit of Netflix, maybe go back to it later, whatever. But one more.
We need to end this at some point. This has been going on a long time.
You do. I know, but I got cut off earlier.
All right. Last one. This is the last one. We promise.
Yes, last one. I hope they announce or we hear something about a Ghost of Tsushima sequel.
I can't argue with you because I would like one, but I don't think they will because I don't know where they could take it. It was like its own self-contained story.
No, that will become a franchise.
Yeah, they could. That's what they could, but they're gonna have to do something ridiculously different with it for it to be worth getting, because like if they take it off the island of Tsushima, because I don't think they can do another story on, because all it will be is like, are they being invaded?
Just give us the whole of Japan.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Just call it Ghost of Japan.
What an original name.
Sorted, mate. Ghost of Japan. Yeah, maybe throw like a year in there, like Ghost of Japan 1872. I don't know. Do you know what? It would be cool if they actually advanced the storyline, moved it to a bit more modern era, so that we could have like a bit more of like a built up Tokyo and stuff like that, and you could explore Tokyo. Maybe they could expand on the climbing mechanics, because the climbing was a bit like lackluster, I guess. It wasn't really that used, so they could have a whole. But basically, I want Sucker Punch to make Assassin's Creed Japan.
I mean,
that's what I want, because Ubisoft
would play that.
Ubisoft ain't doing it, so
Ubisoft have just.
Sucker Punch should be.
I think my problem with Ubisoft is that they franchise everything. Like Assassin's Creed could have been those first 3 games done. Like it didn't need. Yeah, but no,
I disagree.
But look at some of the Assassin's Creed that come out. Look at the Watch Dogs Legions. They're just trying to make them franchises now, and they're not caring about them being good games.
Do not buy Watch Dogs Legions. Do not give in to the hype. I know you think it's cool that you can play as any character. I did too. It's not. It's shit. They should have restricted that mechanic so much. You like, for example, only being able to have like 10 people in your party at one point. That would have made it so much more interesting. That's a whole other topic video, whatever. I might do that, but do not buy that game. It's shit. Don't buy it. Don't waste your money. If you're gonna buy it for 20 quid on sale. Right.
We will end this here because this time we're actually on YouTube. If you have any games that we haven't mentioned that you're looking forward to, leave them in the comments down below, and I'm sure me or Gio at some point this week will be looking through the comments if there are any, and we'll happily respond. And we will, because we're now in lockdown 3.0 until the middle of February, we will be back. We'll do this again next week. Whether on I don't think it'll be with Luke, because Luke said a couple of weeks he needed just like some chill, like some So I mean, next week I don't know, because is One Division out? No, One Division's out next Friday, isn't it? Rather than, so we might start doing.
what we might start doing is because now we've got the YouTube channel going. We were thinking of uploading actual videos on there as well as the podcast on it. So we might start doing things like when One Division starts, we might watch the episode and then review it, and whatever. If you guys, if that's something you'd be interested in, let us know.
Yeah, basically just
spoiler discussions, whatever.
Anything you'd want us to talk about. Like we might even play games because me and you are both we play games so often anyway. I've got capture
literally
cards.
we don't mind.
Yeah, we could literally just throw any ideas you've got down below, and we will happily discuss them. Exactly. And like I said, our Instagrams will be in the description below, and my Twitch will be as well. So
if you don't want to comment or anything, just drop us a personal message. We're very nice people.
Yeah, you've got like I said,
especially Fintan.
I'm a lovely human being.
Yeah, Fintan is very lovely. He's very beautiful ladies. So, you know what I mean? hit up his Instagram.
I'm just gonna leave that. Right, let's just leave this here. Right, we'll see you next week.